don't know how to hit my thumbs up on here. I really don't. I don't. Hello, Jana. Yeah, I listened to it. Hello, Miss Denise. My finally head colds finally come down on me, so not in my good mood, my good mood. I'm in a good mood, but not so much of a good mood. But I had a little time just to come and sit and chill with you guys and talk about it, just for a minute. Good morning, Vat. Good morning. Oh, girl, my head is about to explode from this head cold. I'm killing these freaking Aleve over here and Alka-Seltzer Plus, but it's got to get worse before it can get better. So I'm gonna be prepared to go through it. But this is the fourth time now, and something in somewhere or somehow is just keeping me sick. And I don't know why, but it's okay. I take it like a champ. Oh, good morning, Precious. Thank you. Good morning, D. Hi. Yeah. You know, I hope my phone don't ring while I'm talking, but I'm gonna ignore all the phone calls today because I'm just really not feeling it. My throat is so sore, but I know you guys seen what I saw last night, or actually two shows. What's going on? Hi, Trev. Randa put some information out about a phone call over there to Storm again from Mr. Kelly pertaining to the cousin Levi. Some of it was, I don't know, just kind of put your state of mind into a shock, right? Because we're like, what? And I was like, huh? But, at the same time, shit, Mr. Kelly acknowledged that. I'm at the point where Mr. Kelly do what Mr. Kelly does. At the end of the day, because there's going to be an end of this road, man, I'm sitting over there after listening to Randa. I sure hope, a year or two from now, I don't want to hear from Mr. Kelly and it's real talk about, oh man, I didn't pick the wrong people again, but that's on him. It is what they say. That song goes, that's on me, baby. Do what you do, because you know, being oblivious to a lot of things that a lot of people saw or heard out here in the YouTube, may not be what Mr. Kelly then saw and heard. So if his mind is made up and, this is his so-called, what he wants to call people, cousin, nephews, aunties, or god sisters or brothers or whatever, so goddamn be it. Go right ahead. But I've seen all the mess from 2019, and whether if this is their way of putting on a show out here and to play with this sensitive situation, it's just all messed up, y'all. This is just all messed up. Hi, how you doing, Reba? How you doing, Lisa? Precious. Desperate times, as they say, desperate measures, and this right here is going to, what I have to say. I'll show you from my vision, from my eyes, the association of believing people, trusting people, accordingly to how they may speak to you, what they're telling you, what they may proclaim that they have experience in, and what they can do for you. Those are just so convincing words that, aligns to desperate measures, desperate times, desperate measures, right? So it's like, damn if you do, damn if you don't. You said that he is hard-headed. He made a song and he said he gonna go right back to his. Yeah, you right, Trevor. That song is out there. Oh, let me take my hat off. But I'm only gonna sit with you guys just briefly, just to, give my opinion on it, right? Precious, this was to you because I was speaking to you, and when I meant about association, right? Now you take the other female that was out on Atmos call-in line, right? And she was talking about how she thought it is what it was because a person sold a dream, a dream that aligned to her personal life. So she fitted right in to believe something that someone had sold her, So is Mr. Kelly being sold these propositions or this dream about, what we can do and how we can do it, and this or that? All I need you to do is just, put some validity to you knowing me, and I got this. But that's that on that, Precious. But a lot of us saw a lot of shit go down out here, even from whom Mr. Kelly now, according to the audio, has acknowledged. Yeah, he said from 2001, I think it is. We're in 2023. Okay, so I guess you just move on from it. Cousin is the cousin. I was sitting listening to Randa video. I stopped typing in the chat, right? Because I'm like, wow. I don't know whether to say that this is fucked up and this is not. So his choice of people that he do know that he's okay with was the Sharon Winbush and cousin Levi, right? If they can get the message out and do whatever to help me, then I need the help. But at the same time, it's like I'm sitting here. This is just my thought, you guys. You chose these people. Like, people have been reckless on your name. I remember, cousin Levi, ganging up with the drunken Larrys, and Dana joined into it, where they have enticed and coerced to bring in DJ's son, to use that as leverage in a personal vendetta to get back at DJ. This is the type of you're okay with people that does tarnishing things, that does corrupt things, that does bad things. I Y'all, this shit is above and beyond, to be truthful with you guys. And y'all know I curse, so it is what it is. It's a motherfucking headache right now. It's a motherfucking headache. This is like, okay, wow. We've seen a lot of things. The first time that I heard the word terrorist was from the cousin. Your alleged brought into the family as a cousin, in my opinion, started this whole terrorist thing. This cousin of Mr. Kelly, right, is of what he's calling him out of blood relationship. Just because I know him, he's a good guy, he does this. Well, that cousin, along with the Sharon Winbush, shitted on the freaking protesters in the walk for Kales and all this shit that was done in honor of him. So I got a little bit livid on that shit, y'all. So I had to stop typing in the chat, because I was like, dude, okay, give Kelly the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he doesn't know everything that's going on. Maybe he did choose him because, oh my God, this guy speaks elegant or intellectual or this or that. But sometimes those are the people that will have you, hey babe, that can, have you like really fucked up. I know, right, Regina? I know. Yellow Michelle, this shit here, listen, y'all, this shit is fucked up. And the crazy thing about it is oh, you did? Okay, I'll check it in a minute. Give me a minute, babe. I'll check it, and I'll hit you right back. But here's the craziest part about this shit. It's like all of the innocent people, all of the people that came out with integrity and loyalty to bend backwards, right? To dig out a lot of information to find the probable cause of this shit that came upon him, right? Is the people that it's not even recognizable. It's the people that came out with the shit show, man. It's the people that did the most. Those were the people that got the recognition, man. I was like, fuck. Last night, I was really like, fuck this shit, man. Fuck, y'all know that commercial. Fuck this shit. I'm out. Go. Because at the end of the day, truthfully, them people ain't finna do no more than what the fuck that they can do as well. Mr. Kelly is not coming out of there until Jennifer Bonjean stands up and do whatever she has to do in an appeal to free him. You know, what most, I was sitting there like, what else can they do? All of the information, all of the discovery that has been brought about on Mr. Kelly getting incarcerated is out here. So what the fuck are they finna do? Well, what the fuck they finna do? But I'm at the, I was like, well, let them two goddamn people handle it. And that's just kind of, I don't know where you guys may sit with this shit, and sometimes you don't want to leave what you started behind, right? You kind of want to do it, but sometimes you got to open the eyes to the person that accepting the wrong. Go ahead, go run with it. But I was out here for it. I witnessed the same thing that you guys witnessed. So this is just very unacceptable, unimaginable. Like, what the fuck? Like, huh? So you acknowledge someone who started putting out all this fucking terroristical acts and shit. You acknowledge the fact that these people were putting pressure on a lot of the females, saying that no, he didn't do this, or X, Y, and Z, right? To say that well, stop harassing them and stop doing this and stop doing that. So that tell me that he took the word over the people that he had acknowledged through that audio, saying that, well, your people, your fans are out here and they're harassing and they're doing this and they're terrorists, man, and I can imagine that conversation possibly went on. Yeah, you felt it too, man, huh? I stopped typing. I was like, I'm like, man, I'm going to bed. It is what it is. It is what it is. When maybe they should, though, Yellow. If this is his choice, then let them do it. I even had a frog, like Matt said, in my throat right when I'm listening to the conversation with Storm Monroe. You get this man a goddamn conversation, and I don't have nothing against Storm Monroe because I don't know him. I don't know him as a blogger or whatever. But dude, this nigga dog walked you, man. This nigga dog walked you. You know what I'm saying? Like, somewhere you gotta have an ounce. Like, oh, ain't you gonna do your goddamn investigation on people who you would align your words to, your truth to? How could you align your fucking truth to someone who's set up there as I don't even have my phone so I could play y'all what the fuck Storm Monroe was saying about this man. Like, what? What makes you think that your truth is going to get through somebody who is faking passionately on a fucking screen? It's like, it's about fucking views. And I get it. He's like, well, whatever the fuck. If they got to use it for the views, I'm still going, I could get my words out. Your words needs to come out up under truth and loyalty and integrity, people. That's like the only way it's going to work. Because if you're sitting over there with 1,800 people rolling through the chat listening to your truth only to make mockery behind what you're saying, oh, you're never getting out. They ain't trying to hear your damn truth. I'm like, okay, this some straight weird ass shit though, y'all. What's going on, Petey? What's going on? So I don't know. I just kind of wanted to see what you guys' thoughts was. A morning servant, you say he would call a roach a cousin if they're helping him. I understand. Yeah, he did say that. That was in the audio, but still, sometimes, you know what? When you're in the quicksand this fucking deep, you don't align yourself with no fucking negative, no wiki-washy or straddling as people. You definitely have to find loyal and integrity of people to make your truth freaking solid. Good morning, Sir Miguel. You really do. But, AR, to each his own. To each his own. I just feel like it's desperate times and desperate measures. But at the same time, you can make a terrible mistake with this speedy desperate times and desperate measures. You have to allow, as everybody been saying out here, you trust who? You trust God. So I do. I sit over here and I'm like, Mr. Kelly, you're not listening to the spirit. You're not listening to the word. You have someone that's going to attempt to pull you up out of this. If you're not trusting her, and if you're not just sitting destitute where you are, and yes, it's gonna take time. You putting your life in the hands of humanization all over again. I was like, what in the hell? But that's just me, you guys, and that was just part of my feelings. But then, like I say, I'm easy to pick my feelings up and you move on, especially when all y'all and me, your hands are tied. There's nothing that you can really do about this. You can't guide his anointness. That's up to him, so I had a very big frog because I'm over here. I was like, what? Okay. Then I'm like, well, do you know that the person that, he just only said that he knew of him. He didn't acknowledge the fact that this was a blood cousin or whatever. This is, if you want to let the roach do what, and let the roach then. However, I don't want to shoot the bow and arrow where it doesn't belong, right? You don't want to shoot Mr. Kelly, you just don't want to shoot him because this could be his strategy. You understand? So I try to respect that and understand that as well. Everybody's got a strategy. Everybody's going to have a freaking strategy. So it's just, I think, shocking to us because we've seen the actions of the people that he had called out, and so it's like a shocking. It really shocked me. I can say that much though. I hope all of you guys are feeling okay today. I'm getting hit with another head cold, and that seems to be where all my colds come. It just kind of congests me up in my head, and it disturbs my spirit. It makes me mad. I'm emotional because I keep at like, what the hell is this that keep attacking me in my head? But yet then I still get pulled. I pull right through it, and that just tells me my strength. Just keep it moving, take what you got, and keep it going. But now let's jump over here to this audio with this one lady that called into Atlas, right? And I just kind of want to jog y'all memories. And I know y'all memories are good on this, just like mine is. When the lady spoke, and we know now that you have the whole Angelo thing straddling out here, and Tim Savages and Natasha K's and XYZ, right? When you think about Angelo Clary, in my opinion, cannot pull off what the hell he has done by himself. It was freaking impossible, right? You said, Pap, stop fanning the girl. I don't know what's going on with it. Kim, I don't know what's going on with it, but it's gonna all work itself out, girl. I believe in healing before I do, staying sick. I already be saying it's already done. I manifest that. And I woke up, so, and I was, I'm just like, God, I don't really want to, how you don't really want to get dressed, girl. I don't want to really go, but I was like, I'm all right. Next thing I know, girl, I'm up, dressed, ready to go, bowl of oatmeal, and I'm not feeling my 100, but you fake it till you make it, so I feel 100, but I'm not feeling 100, and I never manifest that. I don't like to keep talking about, I'm sick, I just don't talk about it. I just mentioned it to you. I know that I'm sick right now. I hate to say sick in the head because that's going to sound like I'm crazy. I'm not sick in the head. I'm very sane. Yeah, I'm very sane. So I've already manifested in the air, take this away. Whatever it is, this bug is biting me again. So You say that this could be a ploy to make Kels lose support. It could be, Lori. That's why everybody got to use their own judgment. Like I say, I just go on after all of this stuff has come out, Lori. Though I'm stuck with, you know what? Just pray for him. That's it. That's all. I mean, I can't go down there. I'm not finna put $300,000 in Jennifer Bunches. So you pray on what you as an individual cannot fix. You pray on it. You allow God to fulfill that space of fixing. What you wish you could fix. I can't fix it, and pray on it. So fix it, Jesus. Fix this stuff. So and that's just me. Maybe differently for other people, and that's that. But so the Angelo thing and this lady, right? And I said something yesterday that I kind of want to take back just a little bit, not much, just a little bit, right? Because after listening to her story, right, I'm like, oh wow, that it sucks that it did happen to her, but then she said something in her story, right, that just daunted me, right? Because now, mad, I got another frog in my throat. I'm over here like, what? She came up with some reason. I guess they asked her some questions about being sexually attractive, or was there any sexual contact or things like that, right? And she came out and she had her excuse about, well, no. The rest of them were explanatory excuses to me, right, about the who, what, when, where's, and why. So when they asked her that, she bluntly blurted out immediately that, oh, well, I might as well go on and admit it. Like, he has pictures of me and I have pictures of him. So in case he tries to use that as leverage against her and come out here and show her pictures or whatever. And I was like, please, Lord, don't say that they were nudity pictures. By golly, they're freaking nudity pictures, right? But she said that she had no infatuation or any sort with this man, right? And if that was the case, I have to sit here and say, well, then there should be no transpiring or a transparency of transferring of any freaking nudity pictures. First, you're going to say that this was a type of business that you and him were opening up, together. It was his idea. She joined on. She was shedding out money. I'm taking y'all somewhere right now based off of my opinion, okay? So that just that killed her testimony with me. Anytime I get to hearing a female testimony about victimization, right? And it really fucks with my head, y'all, because you really want to be passionate and you want to be condolence to victims, right? But then you turn around like this is a grown woman as well, right? Did you go into this for business? I'm asking myself, well, if this is business, business is business, and there should be no mixture of fucking pleasure in the fucking game. But when I start hearing pleasure, and that part of the pleasure was that they have allegedly nudity pictures of each other. Well, what part of the business of it dropped? You understand what I'm saying? And this is how we all get. Sorry, y'all. I knew somebody was gonna call my mom. It was my mom check-in time. So, and I'll call my mom back. Right, love my mom to the moon and back. So I'll call her right back. But so I heard that part. So that didn't X that all. The whole story about, the business thing, it just had a low leverage of belief for me right there. Had I not heard that in the story, I'd have been very, very devastated. So far, I had to minimize my devastation for her. Yes, it sucks that Angelo prayed and done this to this woman. But then I had to ask myself this question, you guys. You say he was built like a goat. Hey, Maz. Hey, everybody. I had to ask myself this question. Well, okay, how long did this go on? How long did this go on? We got two crooks, two criminals, okay? And I know, and I'm watching their chat over there. Everybody is on the defense for Drunken Larry. And can't nobody in this solid world today ever sell me a story that a crook don't know a crook and a criminal don't know a criminal. They are bound to know each other's action. What I mean by that is that you can detect it when there is some BS in the air. So I sat and I'm listening, right, and they got umpteen massive excuse. The drunken Larry didn't know. He was brought into this shit. That boy, according to his indictment papers, it clearly shows that he's well aware of how to victimize people. Don't get. I'm sitting here going, are you people fucking nuts? He has the credentials to be to victimize a person. Okay, so you can't tell me that a person could not recognize that another person was out here victimizing other people by VIA, social security numbers, or lying to you. I ask myself when I'm listening to this lady's story, well, after the what? First lie, the second lie, the third lie. She says that Angelo was she would put together a whole bunch of things. He wouldn't show up. He wouldn't show up. He wouldn't show up. When are you going to detect this? When are you going to go to the law? None of them did. She didn't. It was asking Adam's question as one of his questions. Well, I think Tim Savage's posted up in the comment area. Well, go to your nearest precinct and file the police report. You know what her response was? Yeah, I can go do that. What? You haven't done that already? What? So now this takes me back to Mr. Kelly, right? And him getting indicted, right? You can't tell me that these people just sat there. You sat there and you watched Mr. Kelly go through what he went through, knowing that you yourself, I'm speaking about this lady who reached out to Jaguar, right? Who, and got to talk to these people, who was able to get to the churches and everything for dealing with a person who she now says that victimized her from being a victim, right? You can't, you sat there and you watched Mr. Kelly go through all of this stuff, but yet then had the opportunity to bring to the world of whom this Angelo person really was, and that includes Drunken Larry. You knew, allegedly. Bookham, you knew. You defended this Angelo person umpteen goddamn times. You let him have his way. You let him do this. But yet then, I'm going to bag it up a little bit more for y'all. And I'm not saying Don Russell is innocent or guilty or anything. But what I'm saying, I'm going to put him present in this past shit that went down. Put him there. That Jasmine girl came in. The rumors about the Jasmine coming in up under the Angelo. But yet then, Bookham, you're friends or you done fucked this girl. Angelo Nora. Cash Jones Nora. All of you people knew that you guys were allowing something bad to happen to Mr. Kelly through evil doers. And you all did not give a fuck because of Mr. Kelly's past, of what he was tried for through the Constitution. He was tried already for that. I saw one girl type in the chat over there something about, well, he did this to the minors. They brought up LaShonda or the land fair. He took the stand for that. That means constitutional. He was tried for that. It's nobody's fault that the land fairs took whatever money or money transpired for them to go here, and there. Whatever it took, the jury in that trial told Mr. Kelly to go the hell home. They could not identify this. They couldn't do that. That was a trial. under the constitutional laws. Now, just because some more tapes appears or this happened and I get it because that damn white governor up there passed this goddamn law about there is now no statute of limitations. Does it still make it right for the same person who said that it wasn't them to come back to say that now it was? She was already there. Her presence, her mom, and the rest of her family, excluding her dad, they were, and her dad at that time, they were there. That's that's a strike. It's done. It's over with. You cannot, under the Constitution, or you should not, under the Constitution, or dwell your standings on bring him back again and try him twice because they've changed their mind or because the money is gone and he can't pay him off now is what the population likes to say out here, right? Now let's jump back to this, because I done made my state and my claim on the intertwinement of the Jasmine and the Bookums and the Angelos and all of this shit, right? You knew Angelo. You knew Angelo. You know his whole fucking gang. You knew it. All of the money. And they say follow the money. They said that Drunken Larry didn't know he was drawn into it. You want to know what I say? Pull all the damn cash outs. Pull Bookham cash outs. See if Angelo been dropping in some goddamn money to do whatever scenery acting that they had to do out here. You didn't know? A criminal knows a fucking criminal. A criminal knows how criminals move, how they think, how they act. And let's go to this point of it though, right? Because we're in 2023 now. Let's use 22. Let's just hypothetically say that Drunken Larry, no, let's just say hypothetically Drunken Larry did know. He was aware of it, right? So you covered Angelo's ass until the verdict comes down on Mr. Kelly. See, two wrongs don't make a right. As much as that crew hated that freaking man, y'all stuck y'all asses in a hate goddamn crime group just to savage what you knew that Angelo was on. Had you guys not put yourselves in devil door shoes, yes, Mr. Kelly would have been walking and maybe there wouldn't have not been a fucking trial. But see, because y'all chose to participate in two wrongs to make a right, to get one man, ain't nothing good gonna come by none of y'all over there. None. So y'all could press the button on how he ain't coming home. Karma is going to tear y'all ass up because y'all knew. Now, for that lady that came out, like I say, I sympathize because I wouldn't want nobody to take my money. But how many lies did it take? Were you all sitting back behind the scenes waiting on the conviction of Mr. Kelly to now you want to bring y'all shit forefront about Angelo Clary? One thing for sure and two things for certain that I did say yesterday, good for you. Karma is a bitch, ain't it? It ain't good what he did, but whom he did it to, because y'all chose to savage his motherfucking devious activities. Good for you. And I meant that shit. That's on my mama. Because I know bad when I see bad. But now, she's got her whole story out here. I'm going to need her to explain to the people how is it that you want your feminists, your females to stand up and walk behind your story now. After knowing that you knew that Angelo was a crook, crud, goddamn criminal. How? You could have been brought his ass up out of this goddamn rock that y'all chose to put him up under until the story of Mr. Kelly is complete. Y'all deal with that shit. You deal with it. She wants a lawsuit. I'm sitting here going, well, when you was given the money, where's the contract? You know what she said? She said that, oh, it's a verbal thing. You know, we agreed to this and he told me this, so I did it. The fuck? Who has sympathy for that? It's been scamming training programs out here. Police is all on the news and telling you how not to get scammed or whatever. But because I was victimized and this guy was talking good talk to me, you gave away your money. Nothing produced from it, right? And then now everybody's supposed to feel sad or some type of way that this happened. Nah. Had you to broke the Angelo story when you first caught whiff of it and allowed the whole integrity of people who does like to fight for women come out, including on this side, just maybe you would have prospered. And that's just how I feel about it. That's just how I feel about it, y'all. Because I watch this shit and I love, standing up for my women. I do. I fight for democracy where I'm at so I can understand that feeling. I understand that feeling. But you can't fight for the wrong democracy in a person when you know something was being done wrong to another person. You all sat back, that team over there, you sat back and you watched Mr. Kelly go through this shit. You all knew that Angelo was this person and was setting him up and setting cameras in and doing this and doing all of this to his daughter and yada, yada, yada. When Gayle King was running that show, you should have teamed up and barged into, what was that, CBS fucking studios. And says, no, she right. Her dad made her do this. But none of y'all stood up. Because they so bitty brained over there on the virus side, COVID side, so worried about what he done stood trial for already. You worried about, because she was 17 or this or that. At 17, Mr. Kelly wasn't 52. She ran to him for safety, and you guys wouldn't even fucking acknowledge that part. But you sit on your screens and you talk about how, Angelo, he's a dirty man or he ain't shit. But you can't put Kelly on the accolades for rescuing her if that was the case. You're mad because she was 17 and she went with an older man. That's what you guys were mad about. And that's the wrong type of madness to have. And that's some fucked up way of thinking. But it is what it is. You can't get it out your heads. Love is going to be love. But what would be the level of love? Mr. Kelly beat all those women. Mr. Kelly tied all these women up and didn't feed them. Y'all believe that shit? I'm with him on that. Y'all believe that shit? You won't come out to even explain how most of the other girls done lied their ass off a bunch of shit. It's all going to come out. And it's starting to come out, and it's going to be an end to this shit. It's going to be an end to it. But I was devastated, though, with the recording. With the recording. And like I said, I can even shout out Storm for getting the recording. What I cannot shout out is the person that Storm Monroe is. No fucking integrity to himself. You don't dog walk somebody. And then now you want to smile up in his face because you're getting a recording. It should have been declined. It should have been, I can't fuck with Kelly. But nah, those views and those clicks are mega good because we're talking about 1,000 views off the bat is giving you damn near $2,000-$3,000. You couldn't do that. Money over bitches is what they own. I mean, I be on that shit too, but in a different avenue. You understand? A different road. Mine is money over bitches, over petty ass people, or people calling me messy because I'm on here, or this or that type of stuff. But if I done talked about you and I done dog walked you and I done said that you should get 30 years and I done said he done peed on this girl, but yet then you on the phone, you happy, then, and this is just my phrase, two sissies with one dick. That's hypocrisy. That's a low integritized ass fucking man. Fuck out of here. But that's just me. That's just my way of thinking. And my way of thinking may not be aligned to how other people may think. And I'll never downgrade or shit on how other people think. That's you. That's your perceptions. We perceive it through the eyes and the ears. Your brain calculates it. And that's just, like I say, that's just me. But all this other Angelo shit, and he a crud, and he this or that, even drunken Larry. You found out. He said he found out. He was swindled into this shit. But yet then you still would not stand up and do what's right in honor of Mr. Kelly. And you knew that that girl was being sent in to do, or she ran towards Mr. Kelly's way for X, Y, and Z. No, you kept emphasizing on some shit that done happened in his past, like he said 30 years ago. And nobody wants to be sitting up in there on something about their freaking past that they had already had to adjudicate in front of the fucking world. The fuck? It's just insanely freaking crazy. Insanely. They developed a hate crime. Don't sit over there now and we stopped messing with you. You messed with him. That goes for Drunken Larry. You messed with him. You teamed up with him. You teamed up with him under the assumption, to me, Deshaun Montalese. Deshaun Montalese knows how to do that shit. Deshaun Montalese knows how to be that person. Knows how to align themselves with the criminal. Do minimum or maximum of what criminal does, and also know how to get themselves out of that shit. See, they probably only think that it's only men that knows that street motherfucking shit. Not when you born into the fucking game. Like I keep saying, I was born into the fucking game. Only thing that I praise God for is that I never followed the fucking game to be no crud, criminal, blasphemy, motherfucking ass, disgraceful ass person to be in this world. It's bullcrap. It's bullcrap of the stories that Drunken Larry's trying to do. It's bullcrap with his freaking minions that's trying to get him off or whatever. He aligned himself to the dirt. So you know what? He take one for the team with the dirt. That's just how I feel about it. Don't try to get it all out of it now. I remember the video. I remember the video in the Arab store. They walking, Drunken Larry whispering, just tagging along with them. I was just riding along with him to get the victims out. You were. Then how the hell did you, Drunken Larry, not rescue that lady that called in on Atma's show? If you were trying to save the victims, how did you not alarm her that your guy from the beginning of y'all freaking journey was manipulating or taking from her? Why you so motherfucking good? You ain't help her. You didn't help her. You was taking her money. Yeah, I know you gonna throw your hands up. I ain't know nothing about it. I ain't know nothing about it. Yeah, you did. Because you yourself sat there and started saying that how he loaned you or he was paying for your wedding. You know you questioned your back of your damn mind. Well, where is he getting all this money from? You just falling for the whole lot. Or were you down with the hush-hush like most people do when he was moving bricks? Because you know you might have been getting a little cut off of that too, allegedly. What about you, Booker? Because you might have been getting a little cut off it too, allegedly. So we down with the hush-hush. We gonna let the criminal do what the criminal do, man, nigga. We getting paid. Because you were down with the hush-hush. That was hush-hush shit. Yeah. It was. Now that Mr. Kelly has put a little acknowledgement on Cousin Levi, Mr. Kelly should know the whole fucking truth, right? Because Cousin Levi was the YouTube informant inside over there with Drunken Larry, right? He been on the phone and everything with Angelo, right? So there's no need to explain anything else of any discovery to Mr. Kelly. His cousin got him. He been on the inside. He's had intellectual conversations. He's been on the phone all with Angelo. He's played his role. So this should be over with now, right? This should be over with. Tell your cousin, Levi, Mr. Kelly, everything that has been going on with him. And maybe he'll be walking out their doors tomorrow. Let's see how that works. That's my piece for today. I'm going to take some more Alka-Seltzer Plus in about another hour to get me through my day. May God be with you all. Stay blessed, stay prayed up, all that good stuff, because that's what I do over here. But that's my spiel for today. And I called it all hogwash. That throat that I had that frog that I had in my throat last night, man, that's gone. I'm over it. It is what it is. And that's just how I have to look at the situation. May God be with Mr. Kelly through his journey. But this is some straight up bullshit out here, man. And Pap ain't that person that allows her mental to continue to be messed with, to be fucked with. I'm gonna do this shit to myself. I'm gonna do this shit. This shit's crazy. It's crazy. But out here, I think a spade has been called a spade. I wish them all well, y'all. Now, I ain't going nowhere. I still have my laughter, to talk about it. Atmos love. You did your commentary, but you still forgot to mention what exactly did Angelo do for your sister, because that tells me as well that you knew. You says that Angelo is a piece of shit. So maybe you need to tell the people of how you allegedly lied. You knew he ain't did shit for your sister. What'd he do? Talk to her on the phone and console her? Something that her brother could have done? You knew Angelo didn't do nothing. But all of y'all was okay watching him be this corrupt, crudest ass man towards Mr. Kelly. And Tim Savage ain't off the hook either. Yeah, he's got his win-win on calling out Angelo on this shit, but at the same time, there's still some cruddy as shit behind him and his family and his daughter. Maybe that's our next episode. Maybe that's the next goddamn episode. Because the same way that everybody feel that they done played Angelo, right? And Angelo cards have been shown, right? Well, sometimes they usually save the best for last, don't they? Now I guess we got to sit back and see what Angelo got on the rest of them. What the hell is going to be his spiel? We'll wait, Booker, because we know he only coming through your channel because you're the only smartest fucking egg in the basket. I mean, in the carton. We already know. We going to wait for you. You're going to have the exclusive. So we'll wait. We'll wait. Since that's the only channel he can get it through. The people that's all involved in the fucking dirty ass goddamn mess out here that knows they fucking scripts. I can't even laugh, y'all, because my throat hurts so bad. Somebody laugh for me, please. I gotta go, y'all. Y'all hit my like button out there. Y'all support One Pap channel the way that y'all do the other channels, because I only just come on here to speak, and I only ask for y'all support right now just by hitting my like button. I love my channel. I like conversing with you guys. I like reading you guys' opinions. I like your thoughts on all of the stuff that we all are enduring together out here. So hit my like button, and y'all have a blessed day. Thank you for laughing for me, Regina, Tay-Tay, and PDQ. Off to the medicine that I go. I got to get my day over with. Y'all stay blessed. I'm out. Bye-bye. I will, Louisa.